When social media and WhatsApp lit up with news of India's first confirmed Hawfinch sighting from Jim Corbett on the 23rd of November, we knew this wasn't just another update. It was history. Here's the story straight from the horse's mouth.
ये हॉफिंच जो पक्षी हमें ढेला जोन के शिकारी कुआं वाले इलाके से मिला है, ये जनरली यूरोप में और ईस्ट एशिया में जापान कोरिया वाली तरफ ज़्यादा मिलता है और इंडिया में इसको पहली बार देखा गया है। पाक ऑक्यूपाइड कश्मीर से इसके दो पुराने रिकॉर्ड्स हैं, जो एक 1908 का है और एक 2017 का है। बट इंडिया के अंदर जो मेनलैंड इंडिया है हमारा, उसके अंदर ये इसका पहला रिकॉर्ड है कॉर्बेट नेशनल पार्क से जो मिला है।
But our story began the moment we heard the news. An instant rush of excitement and a single thought: we have to see this bird. Even though Mohit was already scheduled to visit Jim Corbett with his family on the coming weekend, 29th November, he didn't wait. On the evening of the 24th, he and Harish made the spontaneous decision to go. Harish flew in from Mumbai to Delhi. Mohit picked him up at the airport late at night, and together they drove through the night to make it in time for the morning safari they had booked. Listen to Atul Jain, a true stalwart of Indian birding, as he shares the story behind this extraordinary sighting. He joined us on our morning safari after an unsuccessful attempt the previous evening.
I got a call from Manoj Sharma, who is a dear friend of mine from Corbett, with a lot of excitement in his voice that a possible Hawfinch has been sighted on 23rd. And then in the evening, late in the evening, he did confirm that it's indeed is a Hawfinch. I said, should I start in the night? He said, no, don't do that, because he's going in the morning with park authorities, but you come and you can probably go in the afternoon. So I started along with a friend of mine, Ramesh, and we reached around 12 o'clock, and Manoj was kind enough to book an afternoon safari for us in Dela Zone. We looked for the bird for more than 3 hours, but we couldn't get it. Then I knew that Harish and Mohit are coming in the evening, and they were kind enough, to include my and Ramesh's name in the next day safari. So they came late in the night, I think some 2 a.m. in the morning, and we left around 6:15 to reach Dera Zone gate at 6:30. And we went inside, and maybe within 10 or 15 minutes we were able to get a very decent sighting of the bird. It was against the light, but fundamentally, when Harish clicked that picture, we could ID all the features, and that nailed it. But then, of course, the bird flew on the other side and sat on a bare tree, on the top of the tree, which was not that high. And then the light was favorable, and we were able to ID all the features. We were absolutely joyful, and we were all doing a lot of high fives, and we really thought this is the sighting of our lifetime. In fact, in my whole lifetime, I never thought I'll probably get a Hawfinch, but fundamentally I got one, and I think that really made my day.
This bird is common in Europe and parts of Asia, but in India, it's a once-in-a-lifetime sighting. Listen what avid birder Manoj Sharma has to say about this moment. Born and brought up in Amritsar, he first came to Corbett on a birding trip, decided to stay back, and has now been living in Corbett for the past 30 years.
On 23rd of this month, I got a news, in the afternoon after the safari had started. Somebody known to me sent a message that a possible Hawfinch was seen on a safari, and that this was seen by a group of Taiwanese birders. I was very intrigued, I wasn't sure because this information had passed from one local guide to another local guide, and these boys had never seen a Hawfinch before. Uh, but by the time it was evening, a screenshot of an image from somebody's camera came, and it was so thrilling to find that this was actually a hawfinch, a bird that has never been recorded in India before, in the sense that there are two historical records from Pakistan occupied Kashmir. There is a record from a place close to Muzaffarabad, and there is a place, if I remember correctly, called Aliabad, from where there is another record. Uh, it was, irresistible, but to try and speak to the park authorities for a permission to go and see this bird, which luckily happened to be right on the edge of Dhela zone, where one can go. And well, I would say I'm so lucky that I was part of that group of 5 people who went the next morning, got some pictures, uh, and it's an amazing bird to get, such a colorful bird to get, and one of the probably least expected bird to find in India. I think there must be some extreme weather conditions across Himalayas which would have pushed this bird.
These are most likely the berries it was feeding on. Later in the day, during our evening safari, the hawfinch came down to the ground to feed, giving us the clearest view, and we even saw it sharing a perch with local birds. And while we waited for the hawfinch, the jungle never let us down. Whiskered bulbuls, red-headed vultures, crested tree swifts, and more kept us company. A reminder that in Corbett, patience always rewards you. A pin-tailed green pigeon graced us with its presence and gave us the perfect opportunity to capture some stunning flight shots in all its glory. The red-headed vulture and the blue-bearded bee-eater also graced us with unforgettable moments, allowing us to capture some beautiful video footage. And as we made our way out of the safari zone, almost every tourist in the passing gypsies was buzzing with excitement about their tiger sightings. "Did you see the tiger?" they asked us with big smiles. We simply smiled back, because today we had witnessed something far rarer, a moment that only a handful of people in India have ever experienced. The Hawfinch sighting wasn't just a checklist tick. It was history unfolding right in front of us. And it reminded us of something deeper. Places like Jim Corbett, the local resorts, and these incredible national parks are much more than just tiger destinations. They are living, breathing ecosystems, sanctuaries where rare stories are written every day, where every corner hides a surprise, and where nature quietly offers wonders far beyond the big cats. On this day, Corbett gave us more than a sighting. It gave us a memory that will stay with us for life.